deck, sitting here at 2-1 and up a game right now against Joshua Cho.
Yeah, Burn is a deck that I've seen a lot of people pilot, especially a lot of legacy players who then for the Invitational have to play both formats, gravitate toward this deck. But this deck received a really big boost in Eidolon of the Great Revel. Both Red Devotion and Burn got significantly better from it.
Revel going to get taken down there by a Hero's Downfall. Cho will have to pay 2 to do so. You also see a Bile Blight there. It looks like that Desecration Demon is in play right now. Cho is untapping. So all of that looked to be at Bernat's end step. But it may be chained to the mountain. So we'll get clarification on that, make that a little bit easier for you guys at home. As I guess if it didn't attack, it is probably changed to the rocks at this point in time. Bernat just playing a land before passing the turn back.
Yeah, so to run you through some things, it looks like there was at some point a mountain taken with a Night Veil Spectre on Cho's side. He's not actually playing a mountain, that's Bernat's mountain. And though Cho stopped the initial onslaught, the problem here is that he has to have a way to close out the game. So we see he eats a War Leader's Helix from Bernat.
Also did return a Chandra's Phoenix, did the War Leader's Helix. So Bernat does draw a card for the turn. Has to wonder if this Phoenix is going to make it alive for this attack, if he wants to deploy it or not. Going to start by playing a mountain. You see, he's going to go reaching for 3 mana. This looks like it may be a Phoenix, and it is. And this is going to attack here for 2. See if Cho has a removal spell. He does. It's a copy of Doomblade to take care of the Phoenix. The follow-up play for Bernat will be a copy of Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Yeah, so interestingly, he had to decide how he wanted to sequence those. If he went Eidolon first, then the Doomblade probably would have gone at Eidolon, and then Josh would have taken 2. I think either way, if he gets to keep one of the creatures, it's 2 damage. I think he's going to get 2 more damage off this Eidolon regardless.
Yeah, I guess the question at the end of the day is which creature do you want to keep, especially because Phoenix can come back later on. I actually like the sequencing of that particular turn. You feed your Phoenix to the removal spell you believe your opponent has. You play the Eidolon to guarantee that they're going to take 2 and potentially more than that, depending on what their cards are. Looks like maybe a Desecration Demon going to show up to the party here for Cho. And of course, you can go back and get your Phoenix later on over the course of the game.
Yeah, he got Cho to use the kill spell on Chandra's Phoenix, which is exactly what he wanted. Yep. Now, Desecration Demon is one of the ways that Black can still beat the Burn deck. Remember, against a deck that has no removal for it, Desecration Demon is just a 6/6 for 4, which is way above the curve. It can kill people in a hurry.
And you say it like it's not that good.
I mean, it has a drawback, but it's almost non-existent in this matchup.
Cho going to draw his card as Bernat. All he could do was simply pass the turn back. Leads me to believe that some burn spells will be fired off here in just a little bit. But for right now, Cho gets to draw and move into his first main phase and figure out if there's a way for him to get out of this sticky situation. 8 is not a lot of life against Burn.
No, especially not when they have an Eidolon of the Great Revel and a Chandra's Phoenix in the graveyard. There's a lot of reasons for Cho to believe that Bernat is 1 card away from killing him.
Well, there's a War Leader's Helix to get back the Phoenix.
And this is likely lethal. Bernat can play Phoenix, swing with Phoenix, Mutavault, and Eidolon. That's already a swing for 4, and if Cho has a kill spell for one of them, it is very likely that he'll have to shock himself to play the kill spell.
This will be 2 mana. That's a Magma Jet. That's going upstairs. That actually puts him in the hard lock, and that is going to do it. Michael Bernat is going to win this match over Joshua Cho. 2-0. Red-White Burn getting the job done over Black-Green Devotion. And again, you know, it kind of begs the question, Burn has fallen off the radar a little bit after its performance in Knoxville, which Tyler Wynn did win the tournament with. How do you feel about Burn as a choice this weekend?
Well, Burn was already a deck that was pretty good against Black Devotion. I think Eidolon of the Great Revel just made it better against Black Devotion. As we saw there, Bernat was able to use that Eidolon to leverage removal from Josh. And also, you know, it's a very efficient beater. It's guaranteed damage. I think if you want to beat Mono Black, I think Burn's a great deck to be picking this weekend.
Yeah, I think the big question this weekend is what decks do you actually want to beat? Because the format is so open, you have to make a real decision because you can't beat everything.